Hello there. So just a quick demo today. It's been a while, so I'm a bit rusty playing guitar, a bit rusty doing videos, but we'll see how we go. Hopefully there should be a little video up here maybe, I guess, showing the guitar effect that I've built. It's stupidly, humorously called the Electro Kittie. I was going to call it something like, I don't know, Metal Tiger or something, but it doesn't quite deserve the grandiose pomposity of that. So Electro Kittie it was. I'll just run through a few sounds that it can do and just noodle around, have a bit of a jam. I won't be able to play anything fancy because I haven't prepared anything, and like I say, I'm a bit rusty, but let's get on with it. So first of all, we have a clipping control. We need to adjust the volume as we take clipping down. So we'll tame things, but also introduce some more kind of unpleasant distortion. In fact, let's just roll the tone all the way, not roll the tone, let's allow the tone to be completely unaffected by the tone control. Sorry, like I say, rusty, a bit rusty. This effect, unfortunately, is a little bit dependent on the amount of charge in the battery. So I've been running this battery for a little bit, and it's just tamed it a bit. This is kind of probably how I would want to run it. If I made another one of these, I would maybe just put some kind of maybe a limiter of some sort, or a choke on the power supply. I don't know. Anyway, it's just worth noting perhaps. So if I put the clipping at full, you can see the LEDs are always on. So I just bring it back just till they dip enough that So we've also got, let's just bring the clipping back, the tone back a little bit, just to cut some of that high frequencies. We've also got different LEDs, which give some slightly different sounds. Tone, I suppose. And then we've also got both of those, the red and the white, together, which I don't know whether it's actually any different, but let's add a little bit of reverb. My apologies, too much reverb. And I might just come back to perhaps not especially versatile, not especially original, but I think possibly the way I got to this is a little bit original. So I had the idea of turning a sound signal into light, in this case an LED inside an opticoupler, which is then allowing current to flow into these LEDs, and I'm tapping the audio signal off that. So it's basically turning audio into light back into audio, and whether that actually gives you a unique sound, I'm not sure. It's possibly just sounds like a rather cheap and dirty kind of basic distortion, but I thought it was kind of interesting. And I should say I was inspired by I think, was it Jack White had a distortion effect that it turned the audio signal into some kind of really high voltage arc, and you could see this little kind of arcing electricity in a little window, and then it turned that back into audio. So it would boost the audio to very high voltages, and then I don't know, somehow turn it back into audio, and it created this really wild distortion. So I thought, I wonder if I could do something like that just with light, and something that would be safe to try at home. So that's kind of where the idea for this came from. And so it's just an amplifier boosting the guitar signal high enough that it will run the little LED inside the opticoupler type thing, and then on the other side of the opticoupler it's then running these LEDs, as I say, and then I've just, from branching off that, I've got the audio signal coming out through a coupling capacitor, output capacitor. I'll put up the I guess schematics maybe, and my board layout if anybody's interested and wants to have a go. Yeah, I've got a few other ideas for this, like maybe buffering it, and sort of kind of like doing a buffered multi, so that I can take the original signal and then split that off into something that can affect some other effect. So maybe I'll put it into like a tone stack of some kind that is then controlled by that the opticoupler, which is basically an LED and I think it's a light dependent transistor, and so that will work like a tap, allowing more or less current to flow through it. So I might be able to have it so that when you first play a note, the attack will be, I guess, have the high frequencies cut, and then as the volume drops, or I guess to a certain extent as the sound wave comes down towards zero, crosses zero, it will also work on that kind of micro time frame. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a few ideas that I might try and play with this. I guess it's like a wave follower, something like that. I don't know. I know enough, just enough to be mildly dangerous. But yeah, I mean, this I didn't really know how to do it, but I knew enough little bits that I was able to say, okay, I want this bit to go into this bit, and then I worked out how to run the LEDs how to boost the signal high enough to power the LEDs. I'm like, okay, I'll tick that box off, and then moved on to how I could then pick that up and pass it through. I think probably the distortion is happening in two places. Firstly, in the amplifier, because I don't think I've got that set up as a perfect linear amplifier. So it's probably clipping a bit there, and then I think probably there's some clipping happening in the transistor, well, maybe not the transistor, but like the opticoupler. So either in the response of the LED in the opticoupler. I don't know. Somebody with more electronics knowledge might be able to tell you. But anyway, there we go. I'll play it a little bit more, and so yeah, ta-ta, and thanks for watching. Whoops. just jumping back in here. This is a future me cutting in. I should just show you my clean tone. Something like this, and then with a bit of reverb. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope it was interesting. Sorry, it was a little chaotic, but like I say, and I've probably said it several times, I'm a bit rusty. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And if you have a go at this circuit, I'd love to hear what you come up with, especially if you make any modifications. Yeah, ta-ta.